Hello everybody. This is Wild and Woolly Gaming coming to you live from the middle of nowhere, the center of everywhere, to bring to you today a complete overview and rundown for the new War Thunder patch 1.93 Shark Attack. I'll try to go over all the major changes and additions coming to the game with the new patch, so please stay tuned. Remember, please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want to see more content. Without further ado, let's get going. To kick things off, I'll go over the addition of the Swedish tech tree to the game for 1.93. This will be headlined with the Premium Rank 2 Pjormski Fighter, as well as the Premium Rank 5 J29D Fighter, Jet Fighter, and the rest of the tech tree will come out similar to how the Chinese tech tree has come out, as in it will undergo a closed beta testing at first and then be released to the general game playing public shortly thereafter. Insofar as armor is concerned, the biggest changes to this game are on the form of armor or ground forces. So BR will go up from 10 to 10.3 for the top tier tanks, and insofar as additions to the ground forces are concerned, there are plenty. You have the AMX-30 ACRA, which is a near top tier French battle tank, and will feature a new ATGM coming out of a 142 millimeter smoothbore cannon. This will be able to fire through 800 millimeters of armor, and it sits on actually the regular French tech tree. The M1A2 Abrams will now be the new American king on the tank tech tree, feature the same cannon, however, will have new proximity ammo, which will be much more effective at taking out aircraft, especially including helicopters. The tank will also have more armor, however, will be a little bit slower to accelerate, but retain the same top speed. The ZTZ-96 will be the new top Chinese tank and will feature a 125mm cannon with an autoloader, very similar to similar cannons from the Russians, as it will again feature very similar technology, and it will be a somewhat slow tank compared to other MBTs, being around 10 to 15 kilometers per hour slower. The Vickers Mark 7 is again, that will also be released with patch 1.93 and sits between the Challenger 1 and 2 on the British tech tree. Will feature a 120mm L11A5 cannon, which most British players around that BR will be familiar with, and has a Leopard 2 chassis as well as a Challenger 2 turret. The BMP-3 will also be added to the game for the Soviet tech tree or Russian tech tree. It will feature a 100mm cannon, which sits atop an amphibious light tank. Will also feature a 30mm autocannon, and this is an evolution, of course, of the previous BMP series already in the game. So if you're familiar with those, you should be familiar with this and really just feel right at home, except with a really, really nice cannon. Additionally, the Centurion Action Ex will be added to the game. This is a mantletless turret and will be a premium rank 4 British tank. And much like other British tanks of the World War II / post-World War II era, this will feature a high amount of turret armor and a quick-firing turret cannon. Additionally, helicopters will be huge beneficiaries of this patch, especially those who would like to play helicopters, not because there's a ton of helicopters being added, but because the helicopters being added are very powerful and really just accessible to anyone, because 2 of the 3 are premiums. So I'll start off with the Ka-50 Black Shark, which is a Russian rank 6 premium helicopter. This will feature up to, or over actually, 2,300 kilograms of ordnance that it can carry, and will also have a top speed of over 300 kilometers per hour. So just a completely nasty tank, and by all accounts, from what I've heard, it is extremely powerful. The Mi-28N as well will be released. However, this is a Russian rank 7 regular tech tree helo, and it will also have thermal imaging as well as be highly armored, especially around the cockpit, and very deadly. It'll have tons of anti-ground ordnance and just really not be fun to face, especially if you're in a tank. Additionally, the A129 Mangusta rank 6 Italian premium helicopter will be added to the game. It will be very agile and heavily armed, however, will have limited defensive weapons, especially against aircraft. It will have no anti-aircraft countermeasures in the form of missiles. Some other vehicles coming to the games are planes. This is not at all a plane-centric patch. However, because the Swedish are coming out, and 2 of the 3 planes that are coming out for this patch are Swedish. I guess it's worth mentioning. So you have the J29D Swedish premium jet. So we'll have tons of rocket options, all the way from 75 millimeter to 180 millimeter rockets, and it will feature an afterburning engine capable of propelling this plane to over 1,000 kilometers per hour at sea level. Will also feature 30 millimeter Aden cannons from the British. Additionally, the Pjormski fighter will be a low-tier premium plane for the Swedish, and it's very similar in gameplay and performance to the Bf-109 fighters, the early ones, being that it's largely just, it was made for domestic production. However, it was based on the Bf-109 and even features two 12.7 millimeter machine guns, as well as 120 millimeter and MG-151 specifically cannon. Additionally, there will be a French low-rank attacker coming in this patch. And forgive me if I mispronounce this, the Breguet 693 AB2. It's a French rank 2 ground attack plane with good firepower for the tier, however will have poor payload options. It looks actually fairly similar to the Beaufighter. Additionally, the USS Pensacola will be added, which will be a rank 5 American heavy cruiser, which will have 203 millimeter cannons and very strong AA defenses. However, it will have weak armor protection, at least for its class. There will be a new map coming out, and that's South Africa. And aside from that, it tends to be that maps are kind of among the least anticipated of the changes. However, it is still fairly cool. Additionally, there will be BR changes. Some planes will go up, some vehicles will go up, some will go down, and there are economy changes. So if this has not already taken place, the B-29 will be going up in cost by 8,000 silver lions to fully repair in realistic. There will be other changes, however, this is one specifically that people have not wanted. That being said, what do you guys think of all these changes? There's a ton going on for 1.93. It's really exciting, especially after 1.91 was really just recently released. Again, tell me what you guys think, whether you're watching this tonight, the day that the patch is coming out, a day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, however many days in the future, even 5 years in the future, and you're trying to get like a retrospective of how the patch was released. Let me know what you think. I want to know. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think, and whether you guys are having a nice night, a good day, good whatever. Again, I hope that you guys are just having a good time, and I guess I'll see you guys in the sky. Take care, everyone.